Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hello if you are new, it's your girl Ruth World, and in today's video we're going to be doing a back to school glow up look because as you can see, I look crazy, I know I look crazy. Like my extensions and honestly that shade match with my extensions in my hair looks pretty good, but my hair looks crazy. Realistically, it looks really crazy, and I'm going to fix it up. We're gonna fix up everything. It's back to school glow up. We need to glow up. I'm going to uni soon, and so I cannot be looking this crazy. And so we're just gonna refresh and reset my whole look so I can look like a badsy. A bad guy. Wow. I've literally let myself go this whole summer. I'm not gonna lie guys. Barely been maintaining me. And I'm a lot to maintain. Hair, nails, outfits, hanging out with people. Like I've just been rotting in bed, minding my business, watching Love Island and scrolling on TikTok. So, I am getting back onto my YouTube grind because now I actually have stuff to film for my life. I did take a very brief break from YouTube while I was in school because senior year was a little bit more stressful for me than I would like to admit, but I did film my college decision video throughout that whole process, and by the time this video goes up, you guys should know where I'm going to be attending for university for the next 4 years of my life. Oh my gosh. And I feel like this intro is really long. I think y'all don't care, and that y'all want to just watch me get myself together. First step on the market is to shave my face, cleanse it, and then do my skincare. Okay guys, we've been retired to the bathroom, so it's time for the skincare. And I haven't shaved my face in a while, and it's giving mustache of some sort, so we're gonna handle that. Handy dandy facial razor, our Oxy blemish acne pads. Then our skincare. Yeah, my skincare isn't fancy, so like don't expect anything crazy. Let's get started. Are these clips just like really cute? You like that? You like that pink clip? I do too. We're gonna spray my face with some water. Just drowning a little bit. We have some Palmer's Cocoa Butter Vitamin E Body Oil. I don't use that much. And now we're gonna just shave off all my hair and regrets off my face. As we can see, my sideburns are overly grown out. This is a scar from last time I shaved my face. We're going to ignore that. What I do is I hold my skin taut and I just shave down first, and then after I shave up. I'm shaving my beard jet. Oh, I do have some blemishes. Now that I've shaved my beard. Oh my god, look how red I am. I'm so red, oh my goodness. You'll see how red that is? And I think I'm starting to bleed right here. Now we're gonna shave my mustache. And we're gonna shave around my eyebrows, you know, doing my forehead. I have a lot of hair, like my eyebrows connect to my hairline, so I always have to just shave it. Okay, so I just finished shaving my face. I'm gonna show you guys how much hair came off my face. Trigger warning if this is gonna disgust you. Yeah, now I'm going to wash my face with the Kylie Skin by Kylie Jenner Clarifying Cleaning Gel. I feel like that one ice cream guy. Y'all remember that old ice cream video? That's how I feel right now. I look like I just ran through the rain. I'm fanning my face with a fan that I bought from Shein for my homecoming, my senior year homecoming, which was 1920s theme. So I was a flapper, and no one else really followed the theme, but I was on theme, so that's all that matters. We're gonna go in with the Acne Cleansing Pads by Oxy. I'm saying I think because some of my products sometimes I have bought from like Ross or Burlington, and this does burn. I'm not nonchalantly ignoring it, it does burn. And then I can't find them online, but this was available at Walmart. So I'm going to try my best and link all the products that I'm using in today's video in the description down below. I'm gonna just fan my face to alleviate the burning sensation. So the moisturizers that I'm going to be using today are two moisturizers. One is affordable and one is what I consider to not be affordable because I myself didn't even buy it. So the first moisturizer that I use for my face is the Equate Beauty moisturizing lotion with hyaluronic acid that is available at your local Walmart store. Now we're gonna go in with this Kosix. This is K-Beauty, Cream Beauty Hello Snail all-in-one cream. My sister bought this and then she left it here when she went back to where she lives because she was just visiting. And I liked it a lot, and I haven't been using it a lot because it's really expensive due to like tariff pricing and all. This is $40 on Amazon. You used to be able to get this for $10 and I wasn't even gonna buy it for $10, but it's a great product and I'm very grateful that she left it here. It is snail mucin, so it's gonna be like a different texture to your normal cream moisturizer, but it adds the ultimate moisturization into my skin. Now she's giving Chloe. Okay, so now that my skin is nice and glowy, like, ooh, look at that. It's giving glass, like just a little bit. We're gonna deal with this hair because I have another YouTube video to film. These are regular clip-in extensions. I've had this hairstyle, and I'm not gonna lie, for too long. And today is also the day that I finally take out my braids under them. And yeah, but I'm just gonna be styling it one last time for my YouTube video. If you are an OG, you know this is my Baby Bliss straightener. It was a limited edition. My sister brought this back home from college after she graduated. Her roommate was gonna throw this beautiful iron out. Best iron I've ever used in my life. It's Baby Bliss Platinum, and the logo straight rubbed off because I've used it so many times because I think she gave this to me and I was in middle school. So it's been a long minute. It's going with me to uni. Should I style a middle part or a side part? Now we've reached the middle part. The back literally doesn't have to look perfect because I'm not going anywhere, and so no one will be seeing the back of my head. Look at that. It's giving wolf cut. Or like that jellyfish hair. I'll be back when I'm finished. I'm really considering how I'm gonna have my hair in university and for my life, the rest of my life. And unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be curly. I feel like I'm gonna be Olivia Pope and have that straight hair bob. I just want a brown attitude bob. Look at that color. Hello? Are you serious? Okay, we got a little bit of change of scenery. I took out the clip that was up here. I didn't curl the rest of the extensions. I'm just gonna leave it like this because I don't think it's that big of a deal. It doesn't look too jellyfish. I just tried my best to blend out my ends here. It's gonna look more drastic on this side because there's more lighter ginger than the actual dark ginger that blends in with the rest of the hair. Now we're gonna do the makeup. You will notice that I do use a lot of e.l.f. products. e.l.f. sponsor me. Send me some PR, I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. It's very sheer in my opinion. Not like very, very sheer, but it's sheer enough. I apply like a very minimal amount. That seems to be enough. That looks like what it looks like on my face. Oh my goodness. Ooh, this side got way more. Oops. Okay, that looks gorgeous. Very covered. Now what I do is kind of not traditional. I don't really have a lot of steps in mind, but I take the NYX Lip IV Hydrating Gloss Serum. This is like a lip stain. This is in the shade Berry Thirst. And this was in the shade Deep Neutral, which is number 53. I'm gonna take this Ink Airy Velvet 2 by Puri Pura. My sister left this with me. Of course, she loves giving me stuff. I love it. And this is like very orange tone. Ooh, that was a lot. I didn't mean to put that much. I put it primarily in the middle of my lips. It's gonna look really crazy. Ugh. Because this Berry Thirsty color is a darker color, I'm gonna use it to line my lips. And so my lips are sunset right now. I use this as well as my blush. Not too long ago, I also Yeah. Same orange thing. I put the center of my cheeks. Oh my goodness. This looks insane. I say that every makeup video I do, but can we be honest? Now I take my big fluffy blush brush and we blend out the darker color first, and then I go to the center. Now my face is looking less flat and starting to make more sense. Now I'm gonna do like my contour bronzer. I kind of mix both of the darker powders together. Now I'm going to go in with a cute little tissue paper. These stains don't dry out like the ones you've been seeing on TikTok where you can peel it off. You have to pat these off. So what I do is I fold the tissue and then I go like this. Look how pretty that looks. And then my lips look gorge. Compared to what my lips were looking like before, that is definitely tinted. I'm going to go in with the Butter Melt Bronzer by NYX Professional. This is in the shade Better Than You. Yeah. Very pigmented, so like be very careful. I feel like that's like not too dark. It's not crazy dark. But I just apply that on my cheekbones. And I feel like it just adds to the redness on my face. And ooh, girl. And don't forget the hairline. Oh my goodness, that's so messy. Another thing that I like to do with this lip stain is add a line near the tip of my nose, and it just adds this like button nose effect. Because then it stains like that. And I leave that on a little bit longer than I leave everything else on. So while that's sitting, we're gonna curl my lashes. And I love doing my mascara because that's when I feel like I'm finally getting to be finished. I have a feeling that this video is gonna be longer than I want it to be, but that's fine, it's fine. Your butt's all in my camera. Stop! What if I put that on YouTube?
Okay, I don't think that's my butt.
Okay, anyways, now I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline New York Colossal Long Wear Mascara, 36 hours. That's insane. More than a day. I cannot do this on camera, but we're gonna try. Draw out the foam for reinforcements because there was no way I could use the camera mirror. I felt like my exposure was a little too high on my camera. I just had to fix that real quick. Hopefully I'm less flashback. Well, you can see how red I am now. So after adding like several coats of mascara, wait, let me just wipe off my eyelids real quick. So, and then as you can see, I've gotten a little bit of mascara under my eyes, which is perfectly fine because we're gonna put some concealer over it. You know what I'm saying? Time to pat that off of my nose. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think I left it on a little bit too long. This is my foundation brush. Okay, that looks better. That looks definitely better. Now we're gonna be real generous with this concealer. This is the full cover concealer from Kiss Professionals. I got this at the dollar store, a hair store. Okay, so there's like nothing left of this, and I don't want to buy another one until I have to. This is where I carve out my nose. Skin tea. So if I ever get famous and I'm getting a nose job, rumors like a lot of celebrities do, no, it's makeup, just no. And then I do the center of my forehead because as you can tell earlier when I put that bronzer, it got a little red up there. And then I use the same brush that I use for my foundation to blend this out. This helps with the seamlessness, I think. I already know I'm gonna cut out so much of me talking because I'm gonna yap a lot. I am. And I'm gonna take a smaller concealer brush to really get up in here. I know that right now that contour doesn't look like anything, but we're gonna set it in place soon and cut it with powder. I'm going to take my Sunside She Glam bronzer in the shade Warm Ray. Oh no, Shein makeup, but it is a very dark, cool tone bronzer, and it doesn't even look like it would be anything crazy, but I have to be so light-handed with this, it's not even funny. Look at that, immediate, and I push it like this towards my face. I don't know if you can tell the difference. You only establish this bone with the contour, and I'm using an even smaller brush for that part. Finally, we're getting to setting / baking my face, and I use the CoverGirl Clean Matte. I didn't always used to use this, but this is what I settle for. This is in the shade Medium Light. I just take my powder puff and I just in there really good, and I hold it like this. I don't know if that's weird. Pat off a little bit of the excess, and then I just go in. I do use a thicker bit to really carve this part of my nose out. My face looks pretty ashy right now. I have my Hello Kitty Pixie collab palette. Oof. This has so many like highlighter shades, and I just go in with the white. That's just a regular white, that's no highlight, and I just tap that in a little bit into my inner corner. Typically I do this step while the powder is still on, so then it's like less harsh, but I just rubbed off that powder. So am I giving crazy flashback? I feel like I know I am, because my face is looking a little drier in comparison. But after I've done that, I reapplied more mascara because the mascara was not hitting, and I'm blending out that white powder with my powder puff. Now this is the step in which you need to have a good setting spray, because if not, this is not gonna melt into your face. It was a lot of powder and minimal creams, I feel like, in this makeup look. But the setting spray that I'm going to be using is the Face Glue Setting Spray by NYX. I got a lot of NYX and e.l.f. products going on. Shake this up really good, because that glue that they use in the setting spray gets, you know, stuck at the bottom. And if you do use too much, it then does start to feel like there's like your face is stuck, like, you know. Then I take my fluffer brush and I just pat that in. I'm gonna add a little bit more blush to warm up my face and add more color back into it after all that powder. Does my nose look snatched? Say yes, I just did so much work on it. And now I'm going in with the e.l.f. lip oil in the shade Rose Envy. It's my top coat for my lips. This is what the makeup looks like from far away without my glasses and with this low-key terrible side part that I have going on. Okay, so that's the finished makeup look. What we think? Is this giving summer? Am I giving? I feel like it's giving summer, just a little bit. Just like it's very warm. I don't know if it's just because of my hair, but now I'm going to change my shirt and film my other video, and then I'll come back to the rest of this one. Okay guys, I have just finished filming that YouTube video that I got myself all zhuzhed up for. Let me take these glasses off. Can really get into the face, hello. But the desk is standing now. It's one of those cool standing desks. My sister's fancy. But my point is I finally finished filming that video. Now I'm going to take out these extensions and I'm going to take an everything shower, you know what I'm saying? Those fancy everything showers where they use all their products and all that stuff. I'm feeling like that's what this summer glow up needs. So yeah. And why am I filming this on the MacBook? Why am I doing that? Because the camera died. I used all 3 batteries that I had. All 3. So we're gonna take out these extensions. I'm not gonna do that on camera. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna save myself the embarrassment, because the front piece is the only part that's gonna be out after these extensions are gone. Like, I'm gonna be like this, looking crazy, looking crazy. And my friends be screenshotting my YouTube videos, guys. I can't be caught lacking like that. I can't. So there's that. My face looks pretty good right now. Pretty tea makeup. Clock it. Got my R necklace, chat. For the big R, big Ruth. But yeah, I'm gonna take these extensions out, take out my braids that these extensions are, you know, gripped into, and then I'm going to wash my hair, everything showered, you know, that whole shebang biz. And then I'm going to come back to you guys to be doing my nails because my hands are crusty. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I've been doing nails since like 2021 and I've just like stopped and had increments of rest in between. But nails, hello, we need that. Okay guys, I have just gotten out of the shower, done my skincare routine, you know, all that stuff, brush my teeth, etc. And now it's time to do these nails, but it is 11:15 right now and I'm just like, I'm contemplating on whether or not I do my nails tonight or tomorrow morning, because tomorrow we still have a few things to get done before I do my glow up reveal. But yeah, so far I'm feeling very refreshed, feeling like the summer cannot hold me back. Hello. Because sometimes during the summer, like, yes, you can go outside and all that stuff, but majority of the time you're going to be inside in your bed. You know, life like doesn't really move when you're not in school, if you get what I'm saying, unless you put yourself out there and go outside and hang out with your friends. And yes, I've hung out with my friends, but it's just not like an extreme amount. Like people who go on trips and vacation back to back to back, hanging out with friends, XYZ. I've hung out with friends and laid in bed. And so it's giving like I need a me time thing where I refresh, get my mindset right, and put myself back in that atmosphere of like, yeah, like I am routine, like I can maintain all this, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that sounds dramatic, but my point is that don't let summer hold you back. Don't lay in your bed, get up, hang out with your friends, you know, get yourself ready and refreshed, get ready for the day even though you're not going anywhere, stuff like that. But this brings me to your vision board. A lot of people do this and they don't even know, but Pinterest, I love Pinterest very, very much. I do a lot of my like vision board, mood board things on there, like uni, like the UK. Like I have a board literally just dedicated to the UK. It's like UK buildings and, you know, Edinburgh, London, Glasgow, just like famous cities like that, or like outfits, like UK girly outfits. I have a board for Mykonos because I want to go to Mykonos in 2026. God willing, I will. And like stuff like that, like your dream vacation. I also have like a food aesthetic board, which I know that sounds like kind of crazy, but it's just like a board filled of like food, and it's very good for like inspiration when you cook and you don't really know like an idea, like what you want to cook. You know, you can just go on there and find something and be like, yep, I can cook that, and then you cook it or something like that. Or I have like a board that's a new me board, where it's basically just a bunch of outfits that I want to wear, how I want to dress, how I want the new version of me when I grow up to look like or appear to be. Yeah, just other stuff like that. I have a makeup look board, which I mostly started for this channel when I was doing majority makeup, and I would just copy you know, the makeup looks that these girls were doing because they were my primary inspiration. But today we are going to make a mood board for how I want my summer to look, or the rest of my summer to look, because I technically only have 2 months left of summer before I go to university, because I leave in September. But yeah, it's gonna be like how I want my summer leading up to going to uni to look like. Did that make sense? I don't know, but that's what we're gonna do. Literally ever since I've gotten this MacBook, it's been so much fun using this for literally everything. I can screen record, all this other stuff. This computer can take up storage, but I've talked a lot about this computer already when I unboxed it. So if you are curious about the new MacBook Air M4 chip in the color sky blue specifically, I recommend go watching my video of me unboxing and setting this computer up and even customizing it a little bit. But without further ado, we're gonna get into this Pinterest vision board. So I'm just going straight into Pinterest, of course. As you can see, everything that I mentioned prior, and my food aesthetic board thing that I can save to. You can see all of my things at the top: apartment vibes, aesthetic photos, all that jazz. I even have a uni dorm one. an apartment vibe for how I want my apartment, my future apartment to look like. I have some nails, I have some matcha. I love matcha very, very much. I've been on that wave since 2023. Y'all just getting on that, I've noticed. We're just gonna look up summer. Like, yes, I am going on vacation. I do have a birthday trip soon for my 18th birthday, and I'm very, very excited. I will be filming all that. So I'm just gonna make a private board called, you know, summer 2025. And I'm just going to, oh my gosh, so cute. I'm going to continue to save videos, oh my gosh, save Pinteresty things to it. Okay, so what I've done is save at least 20 something photos. I'm not going to be here for too long because I still have my nails to do, and I want to do them tonight, I've decided, or at least get them semi-done, at least get one hand done, because me doing my nails myself does take a very long time. What I've done is I've gone into Canva and basically just clicked like YouTube thumbnail template thing, and it just gives you a 16:9 canvas. And what I plan on doing is just sticking every single photo that I saved on the Pinterest board and putting it onto this canvas. I've finished my little vision board for the summer. As you guys can see, she's very pretty, she's very gorgeous. I'm like obsessed. Wow, it's really beautiful actually. It has literally like everything. I really want my summer to look like this. It's most likely to start looking like this in August, because right now I've gone out, hung out with friends, but I haven't really like gotten into it all. I already feel way more excited about like the future. It's kind of a weird tactic, but it's also, I guess, a great way of manifestation and manifesting that life that you want. Okay guys, now it's time to be getting into these nails. I'm going to clean up my cuticles, drill them, and do the nail design that I want. The nail design that I want to do for today is like a long almond, which is, I don't know what my design's gonna be, but for right now, it's looking like it's going to be like a milky white nude.
this far, thank you so much for watching. I couldn't really talk in these last few clips because I was rushing to go to the aquarium with my family, but this is the final look. This is my glow up, hair done, it's curly again, makeup done, and all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.